Hello guys and welcome to my channel, and today we are going to be playing Melvor Eidos adventure mode, and this is episode 2. So I want to give a shout out to certain Arius, Army Veteran Gamer, and also Anthony for supporting me on Patreon, so thank you so much. I do have a Twitch as well, so I will be playing this game over on Twitch as well if you want to see me between episodes. So yeah, I'll put a link to this link to that in the description below. But anyway, we're currently on episode 2. Now, it's been a while since I've done, from when I recorded the last episode to when I've recorded this. And one of the things at the moment I've been thinking about is that someone mentioned that it's going to cost me at least a couple of billion to actually unlock every single skill here. Now, one of the things that I shouldn't have done is crafting, and I forgot, because I came into adventure mode after a while of a hiatus, and I forgot pretty much a lot about the game. And what I really should have remembered is that with crafting, the rings and the necklaces don't sell for as much as just selling the gems on their own, and the only way this is going to be worth it in a money making situation is if I get my checkpoint to 95%, which allows me to craft a base quantity of 2 for the rings and the necklaces. That is a long way away from that, which is why I kind of just took a step back and says, okay, that is a mistake, but I'm not going to be too sore about it because I got the gold topaz ring, which gives me, and I've got that equipped, so I have a chance to get getting a drop chance of the part A or part B of the signet ring. Is it? I can't remember, but I know that it gives me that, so I've just shoved that on. I haven't thought about it too much, you know. What I should have done is prayer, because I have just realised that, because usually when I go against prayers, I tend to do mining rune essence, then making the runes, and then going to alt magic. What I forgot is that you can actually get prayer points from fishing. All you need to do is do fishing until you find the message in the bottle. Read the bottle, and it unlocks a secret area which has a skeleton fish which you can fish, and I think each skeleton fish gives 3 prayer points. So I should have really unlocked prayer points, and that's going to be what I'm going to be unlocking next. I need to do fishing for the message in the bottle, but currently that is what I'm working towards. It's going to cost me 10 million in order to do that. I was going to do fire making. I think the next one after I unlock that would be 25 million. So it's going to be prayer, and then I'm going to be doing fire making, because then I get a chance for coal. So combat level obviously is going slow for me. Now, I haven't got the amulet of looting, and that's kind of what I want to do. And I have a website called Can I Idle This that I use. And what I tend to do is, it doesn't have an adventure mode, so I just take off a 0 here. So I'll put in like 480 on standard mode with 6% damage reduction, auto eat number 1, and I just check it to see if I can actually idle the dungeon. I still can't idle the spider forest, which is where you get the auto looting. I need at least, I think with the amount of HP that I have right now, I need to at least have what is it now? Auto eat 2 on, which will cost me 5 million gold. So I'm like, alright then, so if that is the case, then what is the best money making method? Now, what I remember is there's like catching whales, but then you need combat level 95 in order to catch whales and sell them off. So that is out of the question. Dragon javelins. Oh yeah, great. So I need to be able to do level 95 again. Haven't got combat level 95, can't do that. wood cutting, the magic trees, would be great to do. But again, I think that's level 75. Yeah, so level 75, haven't got it. I'm only on level 55, and combat level is slowing down for me, which is why I should have really done prayer, because I think prayer actually works with increasing your combat level. So if I did have prayer, I would have been up a few more levels in combat level. So I'm like, what is the best money making method that I could find? And so I was thinking about that, and then I was like, well, what I need to do is get auto eat level 2 on, get the auto looting as well, but get auto eat level 2, get my combat level to 57, which means that I can then make all of the mithril gear, upgrade the mithril gear for 15% damage reduction. That way I can do the spider forest, be able to get the amulet of looting. But I think one of the best methods of getting money is going to be the gem gloves, buying the gem gloves, using all the actions, and then selling off the gems, buying another gem gloves. Now the problem is with that is that it does take a while, and also they don't sell for that much. I mean, you still get an increase in profit by doing that, but I was like, okay, what's the best method? And fletching was the one that I thought of, and I am not sorry that I actually unlocked fletching. Everyone keeps going on and saying that this is an in-game thing. Probably yes, but it's going to be very, very good, especially when it comes to the gem tip bolts. Now, as you can see, I am currently working towards the 50% for the extra gem tipped bolt per fletch. So instead of making 3, I can make 4. Now, I am only doing the normal short bows and the long bows until I get to that 50%. Before I start doing gem tip bolts, so I don't waste the headless bolts. But if we go over here, topaz sells for 225. Hold on, yeah, 225. Now if I go over to here, so for a batch of 3, which is how much you get, it sells for 285. So I'm gaining 60 more GP than what, just from these bolts, than just selling the topaz as they are, which is kind of why I'm going that route. Now again, with an extra 1, that's an extra 95 GP, so that's gonna really be really great with actually making a lot more money than just doing the gem gloves on their own. And that's kind of why I've been focusing much on fletching for the last couple of days or so, because I just want that. The only ones I've done is the normal short bow, the unbowed version, and the normal short bow here, and I have also done the arrow shafts as well. I got a couple. Now I'm not going to sell these because at some point I'm going to need to get these mastery levels up and stuff and do range, so I might as well keep these. And it's not like I have a maximum bank space of like 80 anymore. I'm so happy about that. I can go past 80, which is going to be, I'm gonna make an episode where I'm gonna go past 80 and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, face reveal. But that is kind of why I'm focusing on this. Try to get 50%. Now I think I'm gonna be able to do this by the end of tonight. Yeah, by the end of tonight, just before I go to bed, I'm gonna be able to get 50%. That, unfortunately, I won't be able to record when I do that, but what I'll do is I'll come back and show you guys exactly how much money I've got, because currently this is how much I've got. So we're going to go over and we're actually going to buy Yeah, no, we're not buying 100,000 of them. We're gonna buy some other of them. So I got 13,000 charges. So I have 155,000. Yep. So my plan is to tomorrow come back in a little while for you guys, but it'll be tomorrow for me. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing the gems and stuff like that, and we're gonna see how much gold we actually have from 155,000. I really should write this down. So 155k. So I've actually wrote that down. Now I'll come back tomorrow again and show you guys how much of gold I've got. Now it's gonna cost, as it says, it's gonna cost me about 10 million to actually unlock the prayer. But I think first is going to be the auto eat tier 2, because I can do the dungeon as much as I want. But the problem is with that is that I really want to do this, but because I'm not going to be around that much, and with the auto loot, you're going to get like 16, and I feel like that's going to be really painful. So yeah, it would be also nice to go on here and just collect, drop. Oh gosh, this drops a lot of stuff. Drop amulet of range. That would be cool to actually start getting them, like the amulets of ranges and the amulets of accuracy and amulet of defense and stuff, because I think I remember that you can upgrade them once you get like 100, but initially trying to manage to get those 100 is a bit hard. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to work towards, like the dragons, because I'm going to need the dragon bones at some point. What, to 10 green dragon hide? Wait, has the amount gone up? It looks like the amount's gone up. Unless it's been, I think it's just been too long. It's been too long since I actually done this. Hill drawing. Okay, so seeds. Oh, you get sapphire and ruby for that as well. Wow. You know, I don't even come in here anymore. But obviously I need to unlock the Slayer area as well. I'm so glad that I didn't have to unlock dungeons. But again, I'll be back in tomorrow. I'll show you guys exactly where I am, see how much gold we have since then, and we'll go from there. So yeah. Okay, so a couple of days I went on to fishing overnight. I decided that I needed the barbarian gloves because they, the barbarian area actually gives you 3 types of fish that allow you to gain strength. So I thought, well, why not do that? So I went offline. I was grinding out raw poison fish, which obviously now I have a 5% special chance of actually getting that. I got it over 65 at the time. Did I get it over 65? I don't know. I had like a high enough level close to 65. I was like, I'll go offline. I should get the barbarian gloves. And surprisingly, not only did I get the barbarian gloves, which isn't the surprising thing at all, but in 10 hours of going offline, I actually managed to get the message in the bottle as well. So I unlocked the secret area. It's very surprising considering that any mode that I've actually played, it's taken me at least a couple of days to get that. So I have the raw skeleton fish for the next tab that I unlock, which will probably be in the next episode. Because it's going to cost me 10 million to unlock. One moment, I had a message from Heiko Ludwig. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. But I think I mentioned in the last episode about the magic. If I unlock that, will it also unlock alternative magic as well? And he's put unlocking magic will also unlock alternative magic. I was wondering the same thing when I started playing adventure mode and was relieved to see they unlock together. Unfortunately, magic is useless without runecrafting, so you'll need to budget for that too. So thank you for your comment. It's nice to know. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend like 10 million on my prayer. And then I think the next one's going to be like 25 million, which I'm going to be going on doing fire making. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So what have I done since then? Well, apart from getting the secret area unlocked, I haven't done any raw skeleton fish at the moment. But I managed to get this to 50%, which means that I create an extra bolt. The best way to get money is the gem gloves. Now, the gem gloves, I think, only gives you a maximum of like 720,000 for all the gems. So I was like, yeah. Instead of doing that, what I'll do is, instead of selling the gems on their own, I'll get this to 50%, which gives me an extra bolt. And even if you didn't have 50% and you got the gems and you were making the bolts, the bolts sell for more. Well, you get a base of 3. So each action you do, 3 bolts sell for more than the actual gem is worth. So you do get a little bit more money. I grinded the combat level up to 60 by doing the leeches. I just had to stay online because I didn't have auto looting. I haven't got auto loot. I haven't got the auto loot. I haven't got auto eat number 2, which is what I'm working towards right now, which is going to cost me 5 million. So that's going to be what I'm going to get before I get the prayer. And I managed to get these 4 unlocked. Any diamonds that I do get, I am selling off because this is going to take a long while to get. But I've got some ruby bolts here. I've got some topaz and sapphires, and then a sapphire, ruby, and emeralds here, and I've got topaz. Now, as you can see, I can sell these straight off the bat for 2.5 million, but I know that I could get a little bit more if I was to make the bolts. The problem is I gotta make the bolts the headless bolts in order to do that. So what I'm focusing on is making all the ruby ones, making all the emerald ones, and also making all the sapphire ones. And then after that, I'm going to come back and then I'm going to sell all of the stuff together. And hopefully we should have at least close to what we need for the auto eat version 2. And then I can go in and do the spider dungeon, which is what I'm going to try and do later on in the video. So again, I'll come back in a sec and show you guys when I have all the bolts made. So I'm not going to be bothering with topaz bolts a lot, but we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so while I'm doing ruby bolts, I'm still doing these. I was going to come back once I've done pretty much the ruby, emerald, and sapphire bolts. But I just remembered one thing, that most of what I've been doing is trying to get into smithing and grinding up the mithril stuff, unlock the mithril. Obviously, I'm now at adamantite. I need adamantite in order to do that, but I realised after a while that there is a combat area, the Castle of Kings, that actually drop. So instead of having to go through the smithing way of trying to get the equipment, I'm actually going to go this way, and I'm going to actually wait till I've got the auto eat version 2 on and the auto looting before I try this. I get like on the adamantite, I only get like a 32% chance to actually hit them. But they hit me for like a 35% chance for about 103 HP. So obviously, yeah, it's kind of close at the moment, but I'd need to get some gold bars to upgrade the mithril stuff. Obviously, I've got all mithril things apart from the gem gloves. I've got to go through these and actually find out if there's anything that drops, like, because the adamantite... Oh, okay, so it does drop the sword, but these aren't really common to drop. I killed like about... How many of these have I killed? Give me a sec. Monsters. I fought these 5 times. and in that time I never got a single piece of gear. I've fought this 12 times and I only got a boot. So yeah, it's kind of one of those where it's going to take me ages to get through them. It's not really a good source of getting experience to increase my level, but if I manage to get them adamantite gear, it means that I don't have to keep going through smithing, which obviously again I forgot, like I did with the fishing where you can get the special area to get the prayer points. Everything's just muddled up at the moment, so again, I'm going to come back when I've done all the bolts. I won't come back before then, and then we'll see from there. Okay, so I was going to use all of my bolts. It turns out that I didn't have enough to go through all of my sapphires, but what I am going to do now, can't record a little later, so I decided that instead I'm just going to, I don't know how much these are going to sell for. If I need to, I'll sell all my sapphires, and if I need to, I'll sell as many of these topaz as I need in order to get the 5 million that I need. That's if I need it. So we're going to toggle. I'm going to sell. Wow. Okay, that isn't bad. So we're going to sell all of these, which give me... Okay, and then I'm going to sell all of the... Wow. So I didn't need to sell any of my topaz, but I am making iron bars. So I'm going to be making iron bars. I'm going to be making the headless bolts. And then we'll go ahead and do the rest. So currently, at the moment, I only have level 14 on here. 66 on there, 73 on there, and 66, which gives me 13% on that. And 14% on here to preserve a resource, which is fantastic. So we're going to go over, get our auto eat, and that means that now I can do the dungeon. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. These are great as well. So I do need to get this up. I have been spending some of my experience, which I shouldn't have. I should wait till that's 95% before actually going ahead and doing that. But now, okay, we got some fletching, which if we view checkpoints, 0.2 seconds. Is that going to go down to 1.8 seconds? I hope it does. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the spider dungeon, and hopefully we have enough food. I'm going to probably have to grind that. But we do need to grind back up in order to get the 10 million we need for the prayer points, which will probably be in the next episode. But we're going to grind this. We're going to see how well or how bad we do. So this is like the first monster out of 8, and I'm already at 63% chance to hit them, and they're at... Oh, sugar. Okay, let's take that off first. Let's put our gloves on. So we'll equip our actual gloves. It's really annoying that I can't switch materials whilst I'm in a dungeon, so that's why I did it straight away. 63, okay. Was that 63 or... Okay. I don't know, it did something, at least, I think. So we should be able to do this. So eat when at or below 1560 HP. So hopefully anything that's in that parentheses, if that goes over my auto eat, I'm a little bit in trouble, but I shouldn't be too bad. And then what I will do is I will probably grind this overnight and then open them tomorrow for you when I get a bunch, and hopefully I'll get the auto eat. I'm not really going to be focusing on money making at the moment. It's just going to be going into the dungeon and hopefully having blast with it, because I know that the last enemy is probably going to have like a 20% chance to hit. At least that is the thought. Okay, so 4, 8, Earth, 8. I think the next one's a different monster, but while we're here, so pets, dungeon pets. So managed to get the chicken from that. I think I can do the undead graveyard as well. Give me a sec. Let me have a look at my. Ooh. So can I idle this? I have 5,200 HP, current damage reduction 15, auto eater 2. So I can do the chicken coop, the undead graveyard, the banded base, the spider forest, and the frozen cave. Ooh. So I got all of them to go through, and obviously I'll be trying to get the pets as well. I have got no other pets apart from that chicken. It's like really annoying because I've been doing fletching for ages, and I just want the pet for fletching. Forgot what it does, but you know, it's still nice to have the pet for fletching, considering I'm doing that quite a lot. And I got 11.80%. I didn't realise that the completion actually now has a decimal point. Skills 28.93, a mastery 5.51, items 14, monsters. Okay, monsters, I haven't done too much of the monsters. The times for 1,308 leeches. Like, damn. So 48% on the evil spider. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. I think it's gonna take a long time. We'll open the first chest for you guys, so you can actually. I remember like doing the standard mode, and the first chest I opened, I got like the auto looting, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. But I think I was just incredibly lucky there. I don't think I'm going to be lucky on this one, so we'll just open this. I'm also going to make sure that I have enough bank spaces to open all the chests at once, so we can actually get a good look at what we've got. Okay, so, let's see what we've got here. 33%. So they have a 1% more chance to hit me. Wow. The Spider King is going to be really annoying. But I think we're... Okay, 1,207. Yeah, we can grind this out. The only issue is that I'm going to need a lot more food in order to do that. And how much does it go? So, food efficiency now is 80%, which isn't that bad from last time. Although, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do this while I'm offline. Well, not really offline, but if I go away from my computer, just leave this on for a little bit. Because I turn my computer off during the night anyway. What I could do is I could do the leaping fish in the barbarian area overnight. Just to get a couple of... just to get this max hit up. Because strength is max hit, and more max hit means that should be better. And this is taking a while. There's a couple of pets that I could manage to get. There's like the goblin pet, so like this pet I've got to kill like over 42,000 times. 42,069 or think, or something along those lines. And then I got the golden goblin pet, which I don't know what that does. This is going to be a pain in the rear end. Well, I might as well do damage reduction, because I'm trying to get like 52, 55, 55. I'm not even going to be... I might do strength on normal combat. But again, until I get that auto looting, that's going to be a pain to do. Again, I could do fishing. Oh gosh, this is going to take a while. So, yeah, so almost halfway down. You know what this reminds me of? Like the Siggy thing, when you only have like, start off with like 56 or 57% chance to do successful. And then you're there for like a couple of hours trying to get through. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing too bad on this. It would be nice to have a little bit more combat, but it is what it is. I'm also gonna probably do like some more. So what I might actually. I could do the adamant gear, or the adamant knights in the Castle of Kings, but I'm not really sure what my thing is with that. Come back, get a load of like gear. I'd need to upgrade it, so I'd need a bit more gold, because I'm not sure how much that will cost. But it would be nice to have the adamant sword as well. I think everything drops from it. So drop. Everything apart from the gloves. So I'll still be using the mithril gloves, unless I can find something else to use. So I think someone says that I should really get, like, what was it? The ice sword. But that's like combat level 75, and I'm not really sure whether I can do that. But I think I really do need to go through each and every single one, because, like, I've not done one of these. Like, I've done the first 4 of these. Like, I've done mithril and adamant, and that's pretty much all I've done on this. God, I need to do a lot more. So yeah, I am gonna actually end the video. Once I do this, I'm gonna open the chest, and then I'm gonna end the video in 1 or 2 days. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna accumulate as many of these thingies as I possibly can, and open them, and hopefully get the auto looting necklace. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we got one of them. We'll put this over onto our miscellaneous. So yeah, amulet of auto looting, that is quite near the top. So I'm assuming that it's like the bottom is like the more harder to get, and then the top is like the easiest ones to get. We'll probably get mithril arrows or blue d'hide body. This is gonna be crafting, so we'll do that. I can upgrade the item for like blue dragon hide, which, ooh, damage reduction, ain't bad. That's really good actually. But we're gonna sell. We're gonna sell. But yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow or the next day. We will open a bunch of chests, hopefully get the auto loot, and I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm gonna kill one more of these undead graveyards, and then we'll open a chest. So originally I was gonna do the spider forest, but I did like 2 dungeons, and I was like losing about 100 food each and every single time, and I was like, yeah, this is taking way too long. So instead of opening these spider forest, spider chest, or whatever they're called, I'll do the undead graveyards, accumulate a few chests, and then open them up for you guys. What I am going to do instead is I am going to focus on money making now and opening the prayers. So we got a chest for that. So opening the prayer, which will be in the next episode, hopefully go back to the money making method that I've been using. Okay, so we have 28 chests, and if we view the chest content, I'm Okay, so the adamant plate body, the adamant shield, and the adamant sword would be nice to have, because I still can't smith adamant gear until I think level 70. The elite amulet of defense would be nice to have. I think that I remember that having like 2% damage reduction, and it would be nice to have the bone necklace, although I'm not really bothered too much about having that. So we will open this up. So we'll open. So you open 28 standard chest. Adamant battle axe. I mean, 67 potato seeds isn't that bad, because I'm kind of accumulating the farming stuff, because I've decided that after prayer I'm going to go unlock farming and get that sort started as soon as possible, so that then next will be the herb lore, which I think is going to cost me 50 million. Wow, everything's just costing too much. Coal ore, great. Gold ore, great. Silver ore, great. So, we're doing pretty well. We'll open a bird's nest as well. Why not? 37 potato seeds. Those are used for, like, herb lore, the thingy, so that'll be great. I did want to open up fire making at some point, but I think that's going to be better not doing that at the moment. Okay, so we have the battle axe, which we'll put in there, and we have this. So which one does this do? Slash strength. Strength would be nice to have, because at the moment, I thought it was like the scimitar or something. At the moment, every time that I try and do that, yeah, so I could probably put the gear on. I'm going to get this to level 55 and then change over to the strength there, and then switch over to my adamant battle axe, and hopefully I'll get a bigger chance to hit, because every time that I do, it does go down. So we'll open that, and there's not really much else to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here. If you do like the video, please give it a like. Sorry it's taken so long, but usually I don't like making videos this long, but it can't be helped sometimes, because I can go a little bit overboard. But if you do like the video, please give it a like. I'll be back next episode, where we'll be doing prayers and hopefully getting this combat level up a lot more than what I have now. But until then, I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.